Scavengers is a free-to-play online shooter set on a frozen Earth. Squads of 3 compete to collect as many data points as possible, while surviving encounters with AI enemies and firefights with other players before a dropship arrives to extract them to safety. The team with the most data points at extraction wins. It's currently in early access on Steam and the Epic Games Store, so if you're keen to get a leg up on the other explorers, here are 8 tips to survive in Scavengers' frozen Wasteland. Players choose from a roster of explorers, each with unique skills and weapons. 3 of them are unlocked to begin with. Halden, a survivalist who uses his curative aura to heal allies, Valora, a defender whose deployable energy shield covers teammates, and Tarik, a tactical sniper who uses stun traps to paralyze foes. Additional explorers can be unlocked with chips, either earned through gameplay challenges or purchased from the in-game store. Although individual explorers pack a punch, survival is way more likely when working together. For example, use Valora's Aegis shield and Halden's curative aura in tandem to cover your squad while they regain health. Experiment with different explorers to find the best skill combinations for your team. When a match begins, immediately search the area for weapons, medical supplies, and scrap, which is needed to craft or upgrade weapons and equipment from your loadout to give you an edge in combat. To access these crafting schematics, level up by taking down enemies and completing objectives such as harvesting data. Always aim to craft your explorer's powerful signature weapon and upgrade your shield up to 3 times to stand the best chance against rival teams. Completing matches and challenges earns materials, which are used to research new items and weaponry. Once a new weapon or item has been researched, the crafting blueprints can be added to your loadout for future matches. Outlanders are all that's left of humanity on this frozen planet, and these cannibalistic hostiles dwell in heavily guarded camps. Their settlements are overrun with dangers like sniper nests and turrets, so don't charge in blind. Plan a strategy to ensure your team doesn't get overwhelmed. When entering an outpost, the alert level indicates how many enemies will attack if you're detected. Sliding is one of the fastest ways to get around the map, working best on snow-covered ground. Whether you're racing to reach a large data point first or trying to escape a ferocious storm, use this trick for a tactical speed boost. Scavengers has an outer storm that periodically closes in on players, as well as smaller storms that drift around the map. Take shelter if you're caught in a roaming storm, as they cause an explorer's temperature to drop. If it gets too low, their health bar begins to freeze over, shortening their overall HP until they eventually die. To thaw out, find a campfire or use an item such as the thermal boost to raise their temperature. When a rival team makes noise nearby, a red dot marks their location on the map. Taking other players out is a great strategy to dominate a match, because defeated teams drop all the data points they were carrying. But if you run into a team with better gear than yours, it spells trouble. A good tactic is to wait until a rival team is in a firefight with an AI enemy, then launch an attack to catch them off guard. Alternatively, if your team isn't up to the task yet, there are ways to sneak around them. Crouch and stay quiet to avoid detection, or hide in a roaming storm to disguise your movements. Actions such as sprinting and sliding require stamina, so if it runs low, keep an eye out for food to replenish it. Search containers to find food, or hunt wild animals such as rabbits and deer.
Animal down.
Just pick up that lovely raw meat and it will automatically be converted to rations in your inventory. Collecting data points increases your chances of winning a match. They can be earned by killing enemies or other players, or found in deposits across the map, from small shards to hefty lodestones. Be warned though, the larger the data up for grabs, the greater the challenge. Keep an eye out for Data Uplink stations to bank any data points in your possession. Banked data points aren't lost when you die, meaning they'll still be there if you respawn. Or if the entire team gets eliminated, they'll be exchanged at the end of the match for rewards and level experience. Additionally, if your team uploads enough data at a Data Uplink, each teammate is granted an additional respawn if they die. Game-changing! Scavengers is currently free to play in early access on Steam and the Epic Store, with the developers aiming to launch the game fully across PC and consoles before the end of 2021. For more on this survival-heavy shooter, stick with IGN.